I'm here today with Sonny.
Yo,
I've actually known Sonny for a while.
since fucking grammar school.
Since middle school, since Chicago Quest.
Yeah.
And Sonny is not just like a really talented artist by himself, but he's a part of this whole I don't know how to describe it. Just
big-ass network of
a
people.
big-ass network of people, including HL, Fortune House, everyone he knows in Chicago of all these multidisciplinary creative artists. And Sonny has all these interesting accolades under his belt, including being featured on Vogue, being named by Lyrical Lemonade and all type of other music articles as an artist to watch out for. And he has all these crazy stories about like songs he put out like Kill Bill that ended up going super viral out of the blue, basically, that I guess we could jump straight into and talk about. Do you mind telling that whole story?
From start to finish, literally what happened was I put the song out on my first, not my first, but like a mixtape I put out called Golden Child. Just put it out there, and then like I'm in New York with my homie Xander, Rael, and my homie Soap. We just start getting sent video after video after video after video after video about famous people using my songs, shaking ass to my songs. Like, said Rico Nasty, K. Michelle, Malu, they done made videos to this song. My manager, I got to call my manager, get hit up by all these labels and shit, and it was just crazy. That shit was crazy as hell.
Did you expect that at all? Like, how did it go from the regular song to the sped up version?
Shout out my boy Dries. I don't want to say his shit wrong, but he from out the country. He had a SoundCloud account where he would post like what he called like sped and bled versions of songs, were just like hyper aggressive, turned up, sped up versions of, like, he did one with Keith, like Finito. You know, he just like that's his niche. You feel me? He just did that. It caught traction on TikTok. Keep in mind, I don't know shit about the TikTok ecosystem, but no shit at this time. I'm like, well, that shit, y'all like it, I love it, type of shit. Cool. Got somebody info at TikTok and had them just rename the audio, so it redirected them from these audios that motherfuckers uploaded, redirect them to like the music type of shit. And put my name in the title type of shit. And then after we did that, that's really when all the labels started calling me, because it was like, oh, we found who this is. Like, this is who this sound we keep hearing type of shit. This is who it is type of shit.
What did they say to you? Do you remember any?
The
combos?
craziest shit, honestly, like, was getting. I got offered like a 6-figure deal out the gate. Like, really, what happened was my manager hopped on the call with this motherfucker. Bro, no say, how would you feel if we put like however the fuck many hundreds of $1,000s on the table in front of you right now and like just go?
He straight up said that to you over the phone?
That's what he told my manager. And then my manager told me, but me and my manager, we on the same page. I'm like, bro, I don't know this nigga. I don't know he don't know me. He don't know what the fuck I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to just say yes to any money type shit.
Right.
So like, I just dismissed that. It just kept going, because it was like we had meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. Plus, we already had some shit in our back pocket already that we was trying to like, that we was aiming for already type shit. We was trying to like line up anyway. So it was just like, it was really interesting. I got a couple free dinners out of it.
You would rather, you're saying, build like an actual relationship with someone beforehand instead of just have them offer you money?
Yeah, at least like, you know, not even like to like a personal like homie to homie relationship per se. It's like, but when you do business with a motherfucker, you want to build a rapport with them, so you know how a motherfucker conduct themselves in like a business, and like, you know, the world of business type shit. Because you don't want to be doing with a motherfucker just because they offered you some big ass bread. Come to find out, they shitty as hell with business. And luckily, I had like a lot of motherfuckers who I could, like, shout out Matt Albin and Chris Classic once again. Like, whenever I would run into a motherfucker within that scheme, within like the industry type shit, I'd be like, yo, y'all know y'all heard of this person? And they'll let me know, like, this is what they've known, they known for. This is who this person is. This is how they conduct business, and like they like offer they 2 cents. And I just kind of like made up my mind after hearing that on some like, if it don't feel right, it don't feel right type shit. And then, but sometimes it's like I'll chop it up with a motherfucker. Neither of them know who they are. I'm peeping what they got going on. They seem solid, but it's just like it don't feel right.
I feel that. But you want to assess it for yourself and like feel out the whole situation on your own.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, like, you know, get this money up, get this fucking money, get this your bag. But I'm not saying yes to any money, because all money isn't some money you want to take type shit. Cause
that's
like
facts.
That back end shit, motherfucker had you sign a contract, get your ass hella bread. Now you just kind of like stuck like stuck forever
With a bogus situation.
with a fucked up. Just cause like you stuck in this shit. Not only are you stuck in it, you stuck with this person,
Right.
and this person is representing your business type shit. So it's like about like for me, it's like I don't want to have a motherfucker who I don't really know or align with on some business shit. I don't want them to be a representation of my business type shit. Like awesome, and that's really just looking at it from like a business perspective. When it gets down to like my personal shit, it's like I don't even really kick it with motherfuckers I don't know for real. It's like I'm definitely not gonna have you representing me type shit. You feel me?
You made a tweet.
Oh shit.
And you made a tweet a long time ago. You said if you were on some Animorph shit, you turn to a stingray because you really fuck with stingrays heavy. So like, do you still fuck with stingrays heavy? And where
I feel like after I tweeted that, I immediately thought about it, and I'm like, nah, they killed my nigga Steve Irwin.
Oh no!
So I'm like, nah, I'm not off the stingray pack no more. I fuck with like lions, heavy. I keep telling some of my homies I want to raise a lion at some point in my life. Like that's gonna be a whole separate chapter of my life, season of my life. I'm just raising a lion somewhere.
That's gonna be your main thing at the time.
Yeah, just run up a couple $1 million, just raise a lion somewhere. Cause why not?
You don't want to just like raise it part time while it's like in some place in your.
I'm
crib?
not not gonna have it in my crib. That's inhumane. I'm gonna have it run free in the
wild.
In the wild, I'm just check in with it, make sure it's like healthy and shit like that. You know?
Huh. That's interesting.
But I would animorph into a lion. That's how I feel at least. Or on some, if I was on some smaller shit, I'd go koala or something.
That's interesting. A koala.
Yeah. Depends on how
Why koala?
It just depends on how I'm feeling the day. You feel me? Sometimes I'm cool. I just want to like koalas just be chilling, eating their little eucalyptus, their little tree. You feel me? Sometimes I'm the same way, just indulge my little tree or whatever. You know. Feel me?
Tell us about the opening up for Pusha T and how that all came about.
That shit crazy. I found out about that shit like 11 hours before I had to perform.
For real?
Or like not 11 hours, but like the night, like midnight the night before. Like I woke up out my sleep, checked my phone. My manager texted me, talking about call me. I call him. He like, you want to open up for Pusha T tomorrow? Huh? Like, what you mean? He's like, yeah. Shout out Andrew Barber too. He had put that together down there.
Oh, that's raw.
And then like, cause
Andrew Barber.
he had recommended. I guess they were looking for like motherfuckers in the city, like up and coming motherfuckers in the city. He had recommended me type shit. And I called Prim next morning, the same night I forgot. Like, yo, no, it's out of nowhere, but you trying to rock radius for Pusha T? He like, nigga, what? Yeah, like I really just called a bunch of my like immediate homies, my big sister. I hit my pops up. I'm just like my mama, like my uncle. I'm like, yeah, I'm opening for Pusha T type shit. Hit all my homies. It was like, yo, motherfuckers like, when like you just now telling motherfuckers. I'm like, I just found out shit like. But that shit was crazy. That was definitely like the biggest crowd I ever like performed in front of. That was 4,000 motherfuckers, sold out radius and shit like that. I was in front of the motherfuckers. I couldn't even like see the end of the crowd type shit.
It looked crazy on video. It's bro, like a sea of people.
When I cut the lights for Moonchild, had motherfuckers put their lights up and shit. I'm like, bro, this shit's surreal. I ain't had no time to even prepare for this shit. I just had to hop on stage and just do it. And that shit was fire. That shit was fire though. I'm like I said, shout out Andrew Barber, shout out Pusha T and all their peoples. I'm like very grateful to have been able to do that.
Shout out Andrew Barber, shout out Pusha T. That's crazy though that like on that day you got to hit up all these people and just tell them, give them the news.
But it was just like because of like the magnitude of it, everybody was just
right.
Fuck it, we here.
Right.
Like we here. Like I remember I put on my story out of nowhere, everybody seeing it, everybody like shit, like I ain't know you that's how you was coming, shit. I'm like, I ain't know how this how I was coming either, but I guess this how I'm coming, so we finna come correct. Fuck you talking about, you feel me? Like
that's wrong. So in Backwoods and House Shoes, you had this line that I had to stop to think about. You said, I think that he hate himself, he tried to fake his past. Looking back, all the things that I was the most insecure about, I try to like reframe it or like basically lie about the stories in my life. So why do you think people do this?
I mean, that's just human shit. Like a lot of motherfuckers feel like, you know, you feel me? Motherfuckers feel like they won't gain the same respect if they tell a story in its full entirety and like how they act, like their actual placement in that shit. Versus of like, oh, I'm gonna spin it this way and make it sound like I did this and I did that, so motherfuckers can revere it like I'm this kind of person. When it's like, I don't do that. Like just let motherfuckers just be. It's just like motherfuckers should just be fully them 100% of the time and like reiterate shit like with 100% openness type shit. Cause like that is that's what's gonna have motherfuckers revere you and respect you more type shit. So if I tell you a story about how I was running shit at Quest and I was like the biggest toughest bully and shit like that, and I was bitching niggas and shit like that, you would be like, nigga, what? Like you was cool, like you was chill, you was to yourself. Like you would know that's not the truth type shit. So it's like motherfuckers be telling motherfuckers certain stories and shit like that, and they be like, you tell motherfuckers stories in a group of motherfuckers. One of the motherfuckers recall the story because they was there with you. They catch you up in your lie because you trying to put up front. Now you just look stupid. You feel me? Motherfuckers be doing it's definitely some insecurity shit. Some like I'm not comfortable in like how I've conducted myself in this shit. But like you gotta not do that. You gotta just be 100. Motherfuckers be bad.
That's some good advice. Obviously, I'm not gonna name any names, but I definitely know a few people here and there that I was that person in the room. Like, bro, like you capping, bro. Like,
it just be like for what? Like you ever like do some dumb shit. And like you don't want to. It's not a story you want to reiterate because you feel like motherfuckers gonna clown you or some shit like that. I feel like it's better to tell the story as is. Let motherfuckers get like laugh as opposed to like trying to frame shit a certain way and have motherfuckers look at you in a way that you not even really like in real life. You know?
Hell yeah, I agree. So talking about like Lyrical Lemonade, it seems like you've been to the. I don't even know that much about their actual spaces, but it seems like you've been in their spaces a few times and you've rubbed shoulders with those people. How has it been like being connected to them?
Shout out my boy Elliot. I fuck with Elliot. Really, that's him. Like I tapped in with Elliot. We became like homies and became cool. He just invite me over there whenever you're not on shit. He might want to do an interview. Might just want to hoop. Might just have some of my homies pull up. We might just hoop, smoking that bitch, chill, chop it up. Like, it'd be cool. Whenever I go over there, I never really know who I'm finna run into over there. Like, last time I was over there, I had ran into, like, Steve-O and CP. And they was just they was motherfucking, what's them fucking guns called? Bro, they had them jail blasters. And they was just having a shootout with jail blasters. And I'm just like, first thing I peep when I walk in, motherfuckers shooting the jail blaster at me. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, Ellie, if you see this shit, just know I'm getting my get back on you. I'm finna pull up and I'm finna with my jail blaster. I'm finna wet that whole shit up. Oh, it's coming. I shot he shot a video over there.
Speaking of videos, all the videos on your YouTube channel or in general that you drop for music videos are like particularly clean. Like, not to say anything else about anyone, but compared to other artists of your like fan base level, you have really good videos. So how do you look for directors? What is your thinking process like when you want to go make a video, stuff like that?
Shit, I sit with it for a long time, I just write out how I see it. Like, if I can, I'll do it like scene by scene, minute by minute, second by second type shit. I just try to provide the director I'm working with like a pretty adequate idea of like the visual I'm trying to get across type shit in conjunction with the song. Shout out like my boy Dylan, Michael De Rosario, motherfucking Sam Maiden Johnson, Chris Vergara and Joe Bracero.
Shout out Chris Vergara.
That's my homie. I really fuck with bro. I like really fuck with bro. And then of course shout out Lone Wolf. He just did the most recent shit I did, and I allow motherfuckers to work as well because I feel like once I let that be known, if I have to, it's a thing of trust too. Like I trust the directors I work with type shit. So it'd be that.
Before music, you were like a poet with like Louder Than a Bomb, right? Yeah. What was that whole era like?
It was kind of corny. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, not like, let me not say corny, but like, that was my base. Like poetry was my base for like just getting comfortable writing and expressing ideas and emotions I had type shit. So then, like I competed. I got to the semifinals one year. As a group with my high school type shit. Keep it a book. I just didn't fuck with I'm not even gonna drop nobody, but I really did not fuck with the other poets on my high school team. I really felt like, cause like I went to a predominantly white high school, and like we had a piece about like, you know, what it's like to be black in America type shit. 3 of us were black and 1 of them was white. and the poem was like this performance art piece about like the like bass phrase was, so it's just because I'm black, right? And like we was essentially
And
getting
then when
on,
it got to the
we was just
white
getting on white folks' ass. Essentially, it was cool, it was fun. I ain't really fuck with it because I just felt like it was just so like focused on like the racial aspect of certain shit. I ain't really get a chance to like really like divulge deeper into like writing poetry about other topics type shit because it was a group thing.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really fuck with that aspect of it because like I feel like everybody wanted to make it like a race centered thing, but like didn't know how to properly explore it type shit.
Mm.
Outside of that, I fucked with like going to LTAD. Like going to like the LTAD finals, you get to see some of the rawest poets like ever, like in the city at the time type shit. Shit was raw as shit. Got like I remember Kumblinks and Rebirth was going crazy. Like some of their pieces was to this day still like some of the rawest shit I've ever seen. So like it was a balance. Some of that shit was corny, some of that shit was amazing. Hella motherfuckers was like super prolific. Had like a really raw pen, had a really raw like
Prolific, yeah.
like motherfuckers was prolific as hell. Like I'm just like this shit is very fire. Like shit, you know.
You said in another tweet from a long time ago, you said whoever came up with the concept for Happy Feet was on some shit.
I was high, bro. I think I was high. Me and somebody was just talking about Happy Feet because like that nigga was just a tap dancing penguin, bro. So it was just like that nigga had to have been just as high, if not higher, than I was when I was thinking about it. I'm like, fuck.
You said when you're in the studio and it's good energy, you'll naturally feed off someone who's also good energy. So for you personally, like, what energy catches you or resonates with you when you're in the studio?
For me to even like successfully or properly make music, I got to be comfortable. So like, if I'm in the studio and this motherfucker in there that's just like throwing me off, like making me uncomfortable, it's just like I'm either gonna ask somebody to leave, or I'm just not gonna be able to like fully like get something across type shit.
You've done that before? You said you asked somebody to leave?
I've left. Like I've left. I've asked. Like I've told Buff. I've definitely done bugged with somebody in the studio about like just taking up space type shit. Not even though I was trying to be a dickhead. I felt like I was at what studio was that? I think it was at Knox or some shit. Somebody was in the session, and it wasn't like they had pulled up to like do some shit real quick, and they were supposed to bail, and they kept adding like wasn't nobody asking. They kept saying like, nah, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this type of shit.
I know that kind of person.
It's like, can you bail? Can you leave, bro? Like I don't know you. I don't know you from campaign for real. Why are you here? You throwing me off type shit. And like shit like that, like I can't. Or if it's like not, I don't really be around I don't be in hell of these situations for real. Like I'm comfortable when I record with motherfuckers, and the motherfuckers I collaborate with, they be off the same shit. They just be wanting to make the environment comfortable so motherfuckers can feel free in expressing their ideas and shit like that. But if I catch myself in that space, if I'm not really comfortable recording and like making what the fuck I'm trying to make, I'll either just leave early or I'm just not going to get nothing done.
What kind of influence do you want to have on the world through your music? Like, do you want to make people feel a certain way or give them a perspective? Or are you just expressing yourself with nothing particular in mind?
It's a little bit of that, but mainly I just want people to like really feel comfortable offering. I want people to hear my shit and just feel comfortable offering their perspective, because I feel like every perspective is valuable, because like every perspective is a different perspective, and like I feel like everybody's voice is unique type shit. So I want motherfuckers to feel like there's ain't no shame in being yourself, you know, like ain't no shame in like really being yourself and like sticking to yourself type shit, sticking to like what you know and what you know you good at and shit like that. So just like I want motherfuckers to just take that away. Like I say that a lot. Just fully be yourself and the entire scheme of what it means to be yourself.
What's something about you think people don't recognize as often, or like people don't know about you usually, but that has like a heavy influence on what you do?
I listen to jazz in my free time. I don't think people know that. I listen like just as much rap as I listen to. I will listen to jazz. Or I listen to like some soul music for real. Like early today, I'm not gonna fly. I was in my room drinking some tea, listening to motherfucking Kamasi Washington.
Kamasi Washington Ross.
That nigga hard, bro. That nigga is very hard.
That's raw. You tweeted one time, there seems to be an uprising of delusional people who want to be from the streets. Tell us more about this phenomenon.
But like a lot of motherfuckers be trying to be some shit they not, bro. Like bro, on some very real shit. Like, bro, I done grew up having looking killers in their eyes type shit, bro. Like, and it never really like made me want to divulge into the streets type shit. You feel me? Like I'm afflicted by what the shit I was afflicted by growing up and shit like that. But it never made me like want to be some shit because I was never like naturally that type shit. I never felt no pressure to be that. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers apply certain pressures on themselves to be some shit that they not because they feel like that's the only way they're gonna be respected. And especially like within like, you know, black culture type shit, especially with that type of shit, like motherfuckers be feeling like it's hella pressure to like be some shit. Like it's especially coming from like the neighborhood I come from, like you kind of do gotta like, you don't gotta be like that, but you gotta be like that to a certain degree. Like you gotta be a little like rough around the edges because to get certain respect type shit. But a lot of motherfuckers be convincing themselves that they real savages, they real killers, they real this and that, and it's like, boy, like it just be throwing me off. So like that's what because it's like I see a lot of it, especially with like the rap shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like
especially,
bro, when I was moving around, like in the heat of the Kill Bill shit, moving around, just like meeting motherfuckers who I had like a lot of revere and respect for musically type shit, chopping it up with them,
like larger artists and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, his ass cap.
Damn,
I'm like, his ass cap. It just be like shit like that. I just be like, and it's like I don't be trying to like be that person that'll just be, but certain shit just set my radar off. And it's like if motherfuckers that put up facades and shit like that, that shit set my radar off on something like I can't even like I don't want to be around you. Like I don't want to be around no pump faking ass motherfuckers type shit. Like, you know.
Could you just tell by being around them or with them, and then you realize like what they were trying to put out was not who they are?
Bro, I'm big on this. Like, I'll ask a motherfucker, like, if I'm around you, you make music, I'll ask you, like, what is your intention with the music you make type shit. I remember I asked one motherfucker, like, yo, what's, like, this on some, like, chopping up shit, like, yo, what's your intention with this shit? He's like, I just want motherfuckers to stop playing with me, man. I just want motherfuckers to stop playing with me, bro. I just want motherfuckers to, you know, I can really get like that. I'm really like that. Woo this, woo that. I'm just like, shit, for sure, like, what's, like, shit, what makes you, like, feel like that? Like, what's, he's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was never in the streets. And I'm just like, then why do you want motherfuckers to think you are? Like, what's the, you feel me? Like, a lot of motherfuckers, instead of aspiring to be like a raw ass or intelligent ass, like motherfucker, business motherfucker, like tech person, like doctor, lawyer, whatever the fuck, they aspire to be the nigga that was like the niggas that get shot at and kill people. As a motherfucker I grew up around hella motherfuckers that was really afflicted by this shit, family, close friends, like even me personally, so I'm like, this is some shit that motherfuckers, generally speaking, who are really from this shit, try to escape and try to not have be on that shit. I grew up, like, I ain't grew up in, like, the bottom of the gutter type shit. I grew up in the hood, for sure. I grew up in the trenches type shit. My peoples was provided for me. You feel me? They was providing me for the best they could type shit. I watched them go to work. I knew the sacrifices they made type shit. So I would never, like, slap their ass in the face trying to dig myself deeper into a hole of bullshit. You feel me? That's disrespectful to me. You feel me? Like, you disrespecting your folks. You feel me?
That's some real shit. That's some very real shit. Tell us, the last question I didn't ask that's on here is, tell us about Chicago Quest.
I'm not gonna fly. I had a lot of fun at Quest, bro. I had a lot of fun at Quest. I'm not gonna fly. I was really sad when my peoples pulled me out of that bitch because I was acting bad. I'm not gonna fly. I had a lot of fun at Quest. Brothers was getting into bullshit at school, all type of shit. In school, after school, before school, there was always something going on. Motherfuckers who don't know what Chicago Quest was or is, it's not called Quest no more, is it?
It literally died like after 3 years after it started. Yeah. Okay,
so for motherfuckers who don't know what Chicago Quest was a school off Ogden on like the over by where Cabrini
like the north and Clybourne Red Line.
Yeah, over there, and it was supposed to be this rock because they got one in New York. It's a tech-based school, and it's like you get iPads and all this kind of shit. It's supposed to be great. Really, what it ended up being, just giving a bunch of motherfuckers from the trenches iPads at school, and we not doing shit. We just running through the hallways, acting bad, and fighting each other and shit, bro. Just like, it was cool though.
It was a great time.
It was fun, bro. That shit was fun as hell. For like, That shit was fun as hell. That shit was actually fun as hell. Like, that shit was more busting than most public schools, honestly. But, like, that shit was fun as hell.
Way more. All type of activity to entertain yourself every day.
Because, like, it was called, they labeled it like a charter school, right?
Yeah.
That shit was damn, they accepted anybody that applied, bro.
I think it was a cool experiment, though. It was interesting.
I feel like, and shout out, I'm still relatively cool with most of the motherfuckers I went to school with.
Hell yeah.
Like,
same.
Shout out all the Quest kids, man.
Shout out all the Quest kids. Well, that's about it. We're kind of done with the questions today. Thank you so much for joining me on The Intersection. I appreciate it, bro.
Shit, thank you for having me. Bro. Peace.